ion of permanence.
Alright. Quick FYI, I won't be pulling Imbibitor Lunae because he doesn't interest me, but I've pretty much done calculating his numbers. In this video, I will tell you, in an alternate universe where I own him, this is the build that I will choose. So there are several main stat combinations that I calculated with similar substat investment. The result is as follows: Relics and Planar Ornaments, Wastelander and Rutilant Arena. This combination seems to give the most damage output compared to other variations. These sets give buffs that fit Imbibitor's playstyle, and thanks to his traces, Rutilant Arena's stat requirement isn't as much of an issue. Now for the main stats, I prefer crit rate over crit damage for the chest. Reaching 70% crit rate to activate Rutilant Arena's effect is the priority, and it's much easier to achieve with a crit rate chest. As for the boots, go with attack main stat. Imbibitor Lunae is at his best when he is slow. Frankly speaking, I dislike his rotation. He's different from other DPS who also want to use skill every turn. They only want one skill point, so when fine-tuning the rotation, there is still a high degree of flexibility. Meanwhile, Imbibitor wants 2 or 3 skill points at once. I need to prepare the SP several characters prior to his turn, and it makes the team so rigid. If Imbibitor is at the same speed breakpoint as the other team members, say goodbye to improvisation if anything goes south during the battle. Therefore, making him slower, 0 speed stat from Relic if possible, is one way to solve it. By letting his teammates go faster, they will be able to generate extra skill points the team can use when necessary. Good news for you! Full attack build Imbibitor is actually the strongest according to my calculation. It is because with speed boots, he needs to keep switching between Basic Enhance 2 and Basic Enhance 3 in order to save skill point. Meanwhile, without speed boots, he can just spam Basic Enhance 3 all the time. So even though within 8 cycles he has 3 more actions when using speed boots, the damage he gains from using attack boots and full Basic Enhance 3 surpasses that. Things could be different if you have really fast supports like 180 speed without Asta's buff. That way, Imbibitor can keep using Basic Enhance 3 and still get the benefit of speed boots. Next is the Sphere. Imaginary is the obvious choice. And finally, the rope. Without energy recharge rope, Imbibitor needs 4 turns to max his meter. ER rope can speed up the process by 1 turn, so it only needs 3 turns. It sounds good, but apparently, the damage loss from ditching attack rope is too much to cover by 1 extra ultimate. The conclusion is, crit rate chest, attack boots, imaginary sphere, and attack rope are his best main stat combination. Next is the light cone selection. I only tried 4 light cones in my calculation. His signature light cones and 3 others that I have in my account. His signature light cone is easily the best. Following behind is Superimpose 5, The Fall of Eon. I find the difference between the two isn't massive, so if you don't want to pull his signature light cone, I'll say The Fall of Eon is a competitive alternative. In the 3rd position is Superimpose 1, Secret Vow. This time, the difference is quite big, so kinda difficult to recommend. And in the last position is, as expected, Superimpose 5, Collapsing Sky. This is the build that I would pursue in an unlikely scenario where I have Imbibitor Lunae. Do you have a different build in mind? Do let me know in the comment below.